Alright guys, welcome back to episode 4 of The Naturals. As you can tell, we're going to be focusing on skill moves this episode. I got Neymar in the arena, a 5-star skiller, and we're going to go over a few things. Just right away, I'm going to be telling you guys how to do these skill moves, and I'm going to do it in PlayStation terms, just because that's what I have. So right away, we're going to do just a simple fake shot. As you can see, Neymar is a little more skilled than other players. He's got 5-star skills, like I said. So he's able to do that scoop turn type thing. But how you do the fake shot is just moving your finger quickly from circle to X, basically without even picking up your finger off the controller. So it's just like that, and then you directionally move it with the left analog stick. So in a real game, I would probably use it in some type like that. I don't know, just beats the defender, opens up the goal face a little more, and then slots it home. So moving on to the next one, I call this the Ronaldo chop. I mean, a lot of people do, but you guys have seen Ronaldo do this, I'm sure, in real games. So how you do this is, again, circle to X, but instead you also have to hold L2 and directionally point it with the left analog stick. So it's basically the same thing as a fake shot. You have to have 4-star or 5-star skiller doing it, and you have to hold L2. So again, it's just quick. It really opens up, gets your defender going the wrong way. So sometime I would use this in a real game. It would be probably like sometime like right here, opens up the goal face, and then bang. I mean, honestly, the goalie did a great job cutting off that angle, but that's when I'd use it in a real game. So moving on to the next skill move, this is the McGeady spin. How you do this one is by, well, first I'll show you the 4-star skiller McGeady spin. There it is. It's kind of a longer scoop, as you guys can see right there. And how you do that is just you're going to be running, and you're holding L2, and then you're going to flick the right analog stick this time to the way that you want to be, that you're running already. So this way I'd be flicking it to the left, and then I would flick it up if I want to go towards the goal. So it'd be like that. I know you guys can't see my controller, but just trying to talk through it. But there's better tutorials out there. 5-star McGeady spin is a little tighter circle. It's like that. I mean, again, you have to have a 5-star skiller to do this, but this really opens up the defense and the angle if you're trying to get on shooting. So an example of this would be like, say I'm coming down and pop, you know, and then I open up the angle and just shoot. Obviously, I didn't make it. The last skill move that I want to show you guys is a fake shot when you want to stop on a dime. So this is just the regular fake shot of just I want to stop. Okay, I mean, that's decent. You can do that, I'm pretty sure, with 3 to 5-star skillers. But a 5-star skiller can do this move. And this is just simply done by doing the fake shot, pulling back directionally with where you want to be going, and then holding L2. So if I was going this way, I want to be going backwards towards the right side of the screen. So I'd point the left analog stick that way, do the fake shot, hold L2, and bosh. So the time you might want to use this in the game, or I have used this in the game during this time, is, and then just triple tapping it across. That is dangerous ball. You send your defender into the stands with the slide tackle, and then you freaking whip it right across. So putting all these together, I just want to show you guys, because I'm not in the game right now, or in a real life game, but I want to show you, like, so Neymar's obviously a left winger. Say he picks it up right here, gets the pass. You know, he's going to do a Ronaldo chop. He's going to cut in again. No, he doesn't want that way. All right. Cuts in at the McGeady spin, the 4-star one. And now he's running against the defense across their 18-yard box. Cuts in. See how much that opens up the face of the goal? Like, there's plenty of times where you're going to be running right against here with the defense, like, right in front of you, or I guess goal side of you. And then you're going to be trying to find a way through, but that's a great way to do it. They don't expect it. I'm telling you, opponents, like, when you slow down, so say I'm sprinting. When you slow down out here, they're expecting a skill move. When you slow down, like right here, they're looking for a tackle, and that's when you freaking want to get their asses with something. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that's all I have for the skill moves. Let's crack on with the rest of the episode. Alright guys, so before we go any further in this episode, I want to talk to you guys about my levels technique that I'd mentioned last episode. I really wanted to explain it in further detail and kind of show you what I meant. So, getting right into it, I want to show you guys a level 1 squad, so something that you should build right away with cheap players that don't cost a lot, obviously, but can still get the job done in the early divisions divisions basically from 10 to 8, I'd say this would be an effective squad. As you can tell, I have some concept players in here because I'd already sold them because the game capture film went out on me after I'd already done this. So this is my second time doing this. But yeah, so I sold these players already. But this is a level 1 squad that you want to build right away as soon as you get enough coins. And as you can see, I just have a few filler bronzes on the bench that would come on if anything happened. Moving on to the level 2 squad. This again has some of the concept players in there because I already sold them. But anyways, you guys have seen me play with this squad. It's the Bundesliga squad that's a little upgraded from the level 1. As you can see, it's still 4 stars, but we've just put in better players. And I also have the level 1 players on the bench as to they would be gaining fitness levels as these guys are playing. So after this level 2 team plays, then I'd sub these guys on and hopefully they would have full fitness, and then I'd sub these guys off and they'd gain some fitness levels. So that's basically all you're doing. And this also avoids having to buy as many contracts and fitness cards. So moving on to level 3, and this is what the squad that I currently have. Last episode I said a level 3 should probably be like a 4.5 star team. I mean, this is close enough. We're moving up, and as you can tell, we've gained a lot better players. But there's 2 players on this team that I'd probably switch out, and that being Cresswell and Gibson. Both of them I'd sub out for probably 80 rated players. So Gibson maybe like Emery Chan or Jordan Henderson, and then for Cresswell someone like Danny Rose or I don't know, Gibbs, something around there. But you can see our team's really starting to take form, and then we still have our level 2 players on the bench gaining fitness, so we'll swap them in next game after we play with these guys. And then finally I want to show you a level 4 squad team. So here it is. Obviously I have a lot of concept players because I don't have these players yet in my club, but that's something that we're going to build up to. And again, a level 4 squad team would probably be between divisions 5 and 3. I think this team would be effective. Obviously I have some loan players in there, but I just wanted to put those players in to show you that this is the type of squad you need to be building. I have Sacco still in there, and then Danny Rose hopefully I'm going to purchase soon. But anyways, besides that, everyone's being improved. And then I still have my level 3 squad on the bench getting ready to come on and building those fitness levels. And one thing that I have noticed in Ultimate Team this year is you can actually get your players injured and they actually have to come off the field. So you have to make a sub, and you don't want just some random bronzes on your bench not having anyone to bring on. So having your other level squad on the bench gaining fitness, but also being ready just in case they do have to come on. That's where I'm going to end talking about my levels technique. Let's crack on with the rest of the episode. Thank you, Ryan, for explaining that technique to us. We really appreciate it. But anyways, as you guys can see right now, I'm just subbing out the rest of the concept players that I had in there. I put Gibson in and Okazaki, who I still have in my club, for Giroud and Chan, who I've yet to purchase. But anyways, just making sure that the squad is fully fit. Blasi was in the 80s for fitness, and that's a little too low for me, especially when it comes to the dying embers of the game. Like, that's when you can really take advantage of people who haven't been keeping up their fitness levels for their players. But yeah, we're cracking on with our first game. So our opponent, he has a decent BPL squad. I would call this like a level 3 basically. He's got Vardy, Firmino, Pereira, Oscar, I don't know that guy, Chan, Rose, Ogbonna, don't know him, Valencia, and Butland in that. I mean, that's a decent squad, and that's again a level 3. But as you can see, I wanted to focus on the skill moves, and I do a little scoop turn there with Blasi on the outside. Didn't really come to much, but it just opens up so many more opportunities right away. So moving on, we're just gonna see something else done by Blasi out here. I mean, there's that fake shot, and get it going, man. I mean, this just gets the defender, like, look how much space he created there for himself. While nothing really came from that move, I mean, it was good. It just opens up a ton of space, and that's what you need. As you can see, we're just pumping it to the danger man. He cuts in, doesn't have to do a skill move this time, but puts it on the right foot and bangs it. That's decent. It's decent. That's what you want to be doing. Creating space for yourself. and then it'll lead to a shot. As you can see, we just go straight up the middle there. Sane puts it home. That's a nice move. I mean, it didn't really take any skill. I was just basically passing it straight up, and I basically got lucky that he finished that so well. But anyways, as you can see, this guy just bangs it with my player. It seemed like my player was right there, but Firmino puts it top bends. I mean, dang it. That's through traffic and everything. And then Mignolet, like, he's not the best keeper, but he's decent enough for what we're dealing with right now. That's how the game ended, 1-1. As you guys can see, we get a fat coin boost still. We're still on that grind. But a tie in Division 8 is the way we start off. So not too bad, not too bad. At least we didn't lose. But anyways, getting into it right away, I don't really make any major subs. I just sub on my entire Bundesliga level 2 squad, just making sure that I keep those fitness levels up, because it's very important. I think it's definitely overlooked by many players, and especially I don't want to be spending 1,000 coins to get a full squad fitness card. Like that makes it basically so that you never gain coins, because if you're making 1,500 coins every episode, like that's gonna take forever to build up. So, and then you also have to buy more contracts. So, because if you're playing your players every single game, then they're gonna speed through contracts a lot faster. So, it's just another way to avoid having to do that. As you can see right here, I'd call this probably a level 3.5 squad. I mean, maybe 2. Probably closer to a 2, just because he has no rares in there. But this is basically when he should be starting to look at moving on to a level 3 squad. Probably after this division, or even in this division. But right away, I'm getting a little careless at the back, and then he just takes advantage of it. Good on him. I mean, I was sloppy, and he definitely deserved scoring that after I made the mistake. So, a Bundesliga team not starting off how I wanted them to. But right away, another little skill move on the outside of the scoop turn. It just opens it up. It makes the angle a lot easier for the player to shoot into. And then right here we have some nice passing, a great through ball, and then a nice finesse finish into the bottom left corner. Again, a great run from my player, but I'm probably going to do a whole episode like focusing on the runs that these players make, because just some of them are outstanding. It makes it so much easier. Another scoop turn, so much space. It doesn't come to anything, but he just opens up so much space for him. And when it comes to like getting decent players, like that'll be big time. And then in the dying embers of the game, he does this, man. This is like Sunday League 101. Don't do that. And he rage quits, but oh my god, don't ever do that. And that was like the 3rd time he was trying to pass it out, so I knew it was coming. I was just standing there. It wasn't like it was kind of a 50-50 ball. He was trying to do it really quick. It's like, no, I was standing there and he just passed that out. I don't know, maybe he's new to FIFA or something. But anyways, just checking out some of the players that I told you guys I was selling. They eventually sold, but I go out and finally purchase Olivier Giroud, as you guys saw from my little levels technique talk earlier. I mean, he wasn't cheap, but I was happy to get him because that's an 83 rated striker. Jeez, that I'm able to sub on now for Okazaki, who is only 77 rated, and it just improves the squad a little, and it's good because we know he can finish well, and he's a great header of the ball. So, we're finally able to move on to the 3rd game in this episode. So, looking at his team right away, I mean, it's decent. Yeah, this is probably a level 3 squad. It's Serie A. He's got a decent amount of new transfers in there. I mean, it looks solid. It's going to win him games against people that he should be beating. And, I mean, for the early divisions, it's a decent squad right there. But moving on right away, he kind of takes advantage of my defense, and I'm surprised that went in. He finessed that from that distance. I mean, Benega, I'm pretty sure that was. And he put that top right. Mignolet couldn't do anything about it. So I'm down 1-0. And then he gets a free kick in the second half. He passes it. So obviously he crosses it, but then he passes it with the head. So he presses X or A. And then his player is even closer, and it's kind of tap in right there. So that's another technique that I had mentioned in earlier episodes. I don't know if it works super well in this FIFA, but I've seen it work in other FIFAs. as you can see, I go down with Sane, just beat him with pace, and then I make him make a mistake and basically cause a yellow. But I haven't done any of these yet. I'm glad this one worked out well. He kind of puts it just in that danger area where the keeper doesn't really know whether to come out or not, and Sane has an easy tap-in header. So that was good to see. So 2-1. Balassi on the outside. He cuts in again, man. He feeds the buddies, and we get a lucky deflection. Cresswell scored that. He has banged for West Ham before, but I was happy to see that. We ended up tying the game 2-2. Fat coin boost puts us on, I think, 5 points in the season. But anyways, guys, this is where we're gonna end this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Drop a like on the video if you're enjoying the series. Subscribe if you're new. And besides that, I will catch you guys next time. Peace.